Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. The World Health Organization, WHO, has estimated that 1 million new sexually transmitted infections happen every single day. That means more than 376 million new cases annually of 4 infections: chlamydia, gonorrhea, trichomoniasis, and syphilis. The WHO highlights a lack of progress in stopping the spread of sexually transmitted infections, STIs, and says its figures are a wake-up call. Experts are particularly concerned about the rise in drug-resistant STIs. The WHO regularly evaluates the global impact of the 4 common sexually transmitted infections. It looks at published research and collects reports from its workers in countries around the world. Compared with its last analysis in 2012, the WHO reports that there has been no significant decline in the rates of new or existing infections. It suggests around 1 in 25 people globally has at least one of these 4 STIs, with some experiencing multiple infections at the same time. Bringing the summer to a fever pitch was the highly anticipated 2019 edition of Vice, organized by Verve St. Lucia. The event has been praised by those in attendance as exceeding their expectations. Solange Alfred tells us more.
We're here at Vice, Malibu Beach, for an exclusive look into everything that is summer, mix up carnival, mix up passion, St. Lucia events. And what an event it was! Sunday, June 9th, Malabar Beach radiated with a well-designed setup to welcome patrons to Vice. The event was brought together with neon orange, hot pink, and white trimmings, giving the overall look of beachy summer vibes. The organizers spared no expense with the number of bars present, to the delight of their patrons paying for an all-inclusive experience. One organizer highlighted the more intimate setting that was created this year in comparison to years past.
Well, as usual, Vice is really good. This year we wanted to do it a little different. We wanted it to be smaller, more intimate, but provide that all-inclusive experience. Well, drinks inclusive. So we raised the age limit to provide I don't want to say a little more grown, but just to change it up a little bit. And I think it's been well received, and we're starting off, so I look forward to a great night.
With the party not yet in full swing, our cameras were still able to capture some of the hype and vibes that the event promised. The night was one for the books, with patrons coming out in their scantily clad bikinis and tasteful cover-ups. One partygoer expressed her pleasure with the tagline of the event, "Expression without judgment," which she says was in full effect.
I think it's a great theme because clearly I'm expressing myself, my colorful neon hair, my bedazzled outfits. Yes, I love the theme.
Vice was a display of bodies of all shapes and sizes, confidently rocking fashionable swimwear. Individuals stepping out of their comfort zone established the pace of upcoming summer events. With Vice leading the way into summer fun, St. Lucia stands ready for an absolute scorcher. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The Department of Education says it wants all students to experience success from their first day of school in kindergarten. This is the goal of the annual pre-kindergarten screening exercise hosted by the Special Education Unit, scheduled to be implemented in all education districts across the island from the 13th to the 14th of June. During this exercise, preschoolers expecting to start kindergarten in September will engage in simple activities designed to allow them to demonstrate school readiness skills. Screeners will document the demonstrated skills of each child, and this information will be made available to the child's receiving school. The program will allow kindergarten teachers to know the areas in which each child needs added support from the first day of school, as well as their strengths, which they possess, and their weaknesses. The main objective of the exercise is to identify children at risk for underachievement at schools as early as possible and to deliver relevant support services to address their needs. In other news, opposition leader Kamla Prasad Bissessa has been cleared of any culpability in connection with the discovery of marijuana found on her private residence 6 years ago when she was Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. At a press conference on Monday, the Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith, said that the small amount of ganja found on the premises could not be attributed to Prasad Bissessar. The illegal substance had been found in April 2013 while the then Prime Minister was out of the country. It was 2 years later that the police commissioner at the time, Stephen Williams, ordered an investigation into an alleged cover-up of the find. Commissioner Griffith noted that if it were found inside, then there would be some degree of responsibility, noting that the marijuana was found outside Prasad Bissessar's home and more than 70 people had access to the yard, including gardeners, drivers, soldiers, police officers, and plumbers. Prasad Bissessar and her United National Congress Party welcomed the announcement by the Commissioner but expressed the hope that other open cases could be concluded as well. You're watching the Hot 7 Nightly News. Tennyson Glasgow is up next with all the sporting action.